Alright, hello everyone. Once again, I'm back on air. Okay, I'm going to do a series of video lessons on AM Chapter 4, Indices, Surds and Logarithms. Okay, alright, so let's dive into it. So now I'm going to start on indices. Alright, so we have learned this in Emacs, the laws of indices. So just to recap, right, you know that when we can write 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 as 2 to the power of 5. The number 5, okay, the number 5 is the power, or sometimes we call it the index, okay, and then the 2 is the base. Right. So in Emacs, these are the laws that we have learned, law 1 all the way until law 9. Okay, so make sure you have all these laws at the back of your head, okay, all the time, okay, because we're going to make use of all these laws, okay, to solve questions on indices. Okay, right. So now let's look at, so where did we stop for Emacs? In Emacs, we learn how to solve exponential equations. Okay, so what is exponential equation? Basically, exponential equations are equations involving, okay, an unknown exponent, or in this case index. So you can see that this 2 to the power x equal to 16, right? So this is x is the unknown, so it's an unknown exponent or unknown index, so we call this kind of equation exponential equation. Okay, we have solved equation like this in Emacs. So now Amax is we'll be going deeper into solving exponential equations. So the idea of solving exponential equation is pretty straightforward. If you were to solve an exponential equation, you need to make sure that the left hand side and the right hand side has the same base. Okay, it must have the same base. When the base is the same, it means that the exponent or the index is the same. Okay, so now let's look at practice now 1. So I will just solve these few examples to let you have an idea. Okay, so let's look at part A. Right, 3 to the power x equals to 243. Okay, you know that 243 is actually 3 to the power of 5. So therefore, since the base is the same, that means the index must be the same, x equals to 5. Okay, quite easily done. So let's look at part B. 4 to the power of y equals to 1 over 8. Alright, so how do we solve this exponential equation? First of all, you can see that the number 4 and 8, okay, they can be converted to the same base. So the base that we choose will be 2. 4 is 2 square. Excuse me. And 8 is 2 cube. So 2 square to the power of y is 2 to the power of 2y. Excuse me. 1 over 2 to the power of 3, so you bring this up, is 2 to the power of negative 3. That means 2y, since the both sides have the same base, it means that 2y equals to negative 3, y equals to negative 3 over 2. Okay? So we have done this in Emacs. It's quite easily done. Now let's look at part C. Okay, let's look at part C. Part C is 6 to the power of 1 minus k squared equals to 1. Okay, so you know that in indices, the 1 is a very special number. It can be any base to the power of 0, right? So in this case, since the base is 6, we use base as 6 to the power of 0, because 6 to the power of 0 equals to 1. Okay, so now since both sides has the same base, it means that 1 minus k squared equals to 0, k squared equals to 1. Okay, square root, it will be plus and minus 1. Okay, don't forget your plus and minus. Okay, quite easily done. Okay, let's look at the last one, part D. 2 to the power of 2z multiplied by 3 to the power of z equals to 1 over 144. Okay, now how should we do this question? Okay, you can see that 3 to the power of 2z times 3 to the power of z. Okay, so if you look at their base, you can see that the base is not the same. But you will notice that they have the same index, okay, Z. Okay, let's do something to the to the power 2Z, okay? The 2 to the power 2Z is the same as writing it as 2 square to the power Z, isn't it? Yeah? 2 square, we know that is 4. Four to the power Z times 3 to the power Z, okay? You can go back to this law here. The base A and B, the base is different, but the index is the same. A to the power n times B to the power n is AB bracket to the power n. So what it means is, I can actually multiply the base to the power Z. Alright? And what is 4 times 3? We know it's 12 to the power Z. And guess what? The 144 is also a very special number. It's 12 square, right? So 12 to the power Z equals to 12 to the power negative 2. So now you have the same base, therefore Z equals to negative 2. Okay? Quite easily done. So basically this equation that you have done in Emacs. Okay, please copy down these examples in your exercise book. Alright?